Have you ever noticed that married woman giving off signs that, at first glance, seem innocent, but might actually be hiding something more? In today's world, where interactions are more discreet than ever, being able to read these small details makes all the difference. Whether it's at a party, at work, or just in everyday life, certain gestures and behaviors can reveal much more than words. In this video, you're going to discover 10 clear signs a married woman gives when she's interested in another man. This isn't about invading privacy or stirring up drama. It's about understanding the silent language of attraction, the kind that often goes unnoticed. But before we dive into these signs, I want to invite you to do something. If you've ever been in a situation like this, or you want to be prepared to recognize these signs, drop a comment below saying, "I'm onto it." Your experience could help other viewers become more aware. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next content about relationships and human behavior. Oh, and if you think this is just curiosity, wait until you see the first sign. It's so common. You've probably seen it around, but maybe you never realized what it really meant. Ready? Let's go. Sign number 1. Frequent eye contact. When the eyes say it all. Have you ever noticed a married woman holding your gaze just a few seconds longer than usual? This is the first and most powerful sign of interest. The eyes are mirrors of attraction, and when she breaks past the barrier of casual glances, it's because something about you has caught her attention. It may be an involuntary instinct, but for anyone paying attention, it rarely goes unnoticed. What makes this sign so revealing is that it's almost unconscious. If she looks away, and then looks back again, or holds your gaze with a subtle smile, it's not just politeness. It's curiosity mixed with attraction. Women are usually subtle with this type of communication, but when real interest is present, the eyes always give it away. And when it's a married woman, that gesture carries even more weight. But be careful, not every long look means attraction. The difference lies in the intensity and context. If she does it repeatedly, even in situations where eye contact isn't necessary, like in an empty hallway or in the middle of a crowd, the chances of it being intentional go up. And if her eyes light up when she sees you, my friend, the game might be more interesting than you think. How should you react? Stay natural. Return the gaze with confidence, but don't stare in a way that feels invasive. A soft smile and a subtle nod might be enough to test whether she's truly interested. If she responds with more openness, it might be your cue for a casual conversation. But if she pulls away or pretends to be distracted, respect that space. Sometimes the line between interest and simple friendliness is very thin, but the eyes are just the beginning. The second sign involves her body. And when she starts positioning herself a certain way around you, the message gets even clearer. Want to learn how to read it? Sign number 2. Open body language. When the body says what the mouth hides. When a married woman is interested, her body starts sending signals her words may not. Notice if she leans her torso toward you during conversation, as if she's trying to shorten the distance between you. Crossed arms are a sign of defense, but if they're relaxed or moving expressively, it means she feels comfortable in your presence. Another powerful detail is the direction of her feet. Even in a group setting, if her feet are pointed toward you, that's an unconscious sign that you are the center of her attention. Women who fix their appearance in front of you, adjusting their hair, clothing, or posture, are even indirectly seeking your approval. These are subtle gestures, but together they form a silent invitation. And there's more. Casual touch. If she touches your arm while laughing, or accidentally brushes against you while passing by, it's no coincidence. Physical contact, no matter how small, is one of the oldest forms of flirting. When it comes to a married woman, though, these touches are usually quick and disguised, almost like she's trying to deny her own interest. How do you interpret this without getting it wrong? Context is everything. If she behaves this way only, around you and not with other men in the same setting, the odds that it's intentional go way up. But remember, always respect boundaries. If you notice signs of openness, respond with light reciprocal touches like a slightly longer handshake, and watch if she intensifies the contact. But if you think her body already gives too much away, just wait until you see the third sign. When her laugh changes tone in your presence, a whole new chapter begins. Want to understand why? Third sign, easy laughter and knowing smiles, the chemistry you can't fake. Pay attention to how she laughs when you tell a joke or a story. If she laughs at things that aren't even funny, or worse, things no one else laughed at, it's a clear sign that her sense of humor is being tuned to match yours. Women who are interested tend to be more generous with their smiles and look for reasons to laugh when they're around a man they're attracted to. Her voice might change too. It may get softer, have more calculated pauses, or even become slightly higher-pitched, a subconscious reflection of excitement. And then there are those smiles that go beyond the mouth. Her eyes narrow, cheeks lift, and the expression lingers for several seconds. That's the famous Duchenne smile, almost impossible to fake without genuine pleasure. But beware of false positives. Some women are naturally friendly or overly polite. What's the difference? When the interest is real, the laughter comes paired with other signals. Her body leans in, her eyes shine, and she might even retell your joke to others, as if she wants to relive the moment. And if she starts joking with you, not about you, that's another level of intimacy. Playful comments that create a sense of connection. We'd make a great travel team, right? Or that hint at a shared future. Imagine if we worked together, are red flags cleverly disguised as humor. Now, pay close attention. The fourth sign is so revealing, it might slip right past you. When she starts asking specific questions about your life, it means something deeper is going on. Want to know what those key questions are? Fourth sign, unusual personal questions. The interest that leaks between the lines. Do you go out? A lot. What kind of woman are you into? What's your routine like when you're alone? When a married woman asks questions like these, it's not just casual curiosity. These are disguised probes to find out if you're available and if you fit her type. The crucial detail? She sticks with the topic even after vague answers, as if she's trying to mine every bit of information. Another strong clue is when she remembers old details you didn't even realize you mentioned. If she says things like, "Oh, you said, last month you like red wine, Sarit," or "I remember you said you don't like the beach," it's a sign she's mentally replayed your conversations. Why? People don't retain irrelevant details unless they're emotionally invested. Then there are the boundary-testing questions. Does your girlfriend mind you going out like this? Or, "I bet your job attracts a lot of women, huh?" These are subtle bait to find out your relationship status and at the same time suggest that she's thought about that possibility. Married women usually frame this kind of curiosity in a playful, almost joking tone. How do you tell the difference between genuine interest and simple friendliness? Watch if she balances her questions with personal sharing. "Oh, I love traveling solo too." That builds intimacy. If she only extracts info without opening up, it could be strategy. And if the questions get unusually deep, what's your biggest fear? The game has officially gone psychological. But the fifth sign is where things start getting serious. When she begins creating situations to be near you, the line between coincidence and intention disappears. Ready to find out how that works? Fifth sign, creating opportunities for closeness. When she just happens to be around. If she keeps showing up in the same places as you without a clear reason, be suspicious. Women who are interested often create situations to be near you, like forgetting something near your spot or changing her usual path just to have a casual run-in. These are calculated actions meant to look like coincidences, but the frequency gives away the intention. Notice if she slows her pace when you're nearby or positions herself in strategic spots, like near the coffee station at work. The body speaks. If she fixes her appearance when you arrive or enters your personal space without hesitation, these are strong signs she wants more than a casual interaction. Another common trick is asking for help with simple things just to maintain contact. It could be a small favor or a repeated question she already knows the answer to. The goal isn't to solve the issue, it's to prolong the interaction and test your availability. And then there's the classic move, organizing. Group hangouts, but making sure you'll be there. If she always shows up when she knows you'll attend or insists you come, it's a strong signal. Even the excuses reveal her game. "Wow, what a coincidence seeing you here," said too often is always suspicious. How should you respond? If you're also interested, create reciprocity. Show up early where she usually is or accept her help requests. But if you want to keep your distance, avoid those settings. The line between coincidence and calculated temptation is razor thin, but the sixth sign is the most dangerous of all. When she starts invading your digital life, you need to raise your highest alert. What is she doing when she thinks you're not watching? Sixth sign, digital invasion. The secrets she hides on her phone. Does she like your old Instagram photos or react to every single story, even the pointless ones? That's not just friendship. Married women who are interested use social media as a way to stay in indirect contact, creating a digital bridge when physical closeness isn't an option. Pay attention if she sends you random messages, a meme in the middle of the night or a "this made me think of you" text. These are bait to start conversations that wouldn't happen in person. Worse yet, if she deletes the messages afterward or uses discrete apps like Telegram, her goal is to hide the trail. Another red flag is when she knows things about your life that you didn't post. If she casually drops, "Oh, you went to that new restaurant, right?" without you ever mentioning it, she's been keeping tabs. And if she shows up in online groups you're in by accident, be skeptical. It gets worse when she comments on your photos with suggestive emojis or flirts in disguise by saying things like, "I dreamed about you last night." These are subtle provocations, testing your boundaries. And if her husband is mysteriously absent from her online presence, when she interacts with you, that's a major sign she's hiding something. How can you protect yourself? Cut back on online interactions and avoid replying to ambiguous messages. If blocking feels too extreme, keep responses short and neutral. Remember, the more you feed it, the more risks she'll take. But the seventh sign is the one no one talks about. When she starts manipulating situations to distance you from her husband, the game becomes a dangerous trap. Are you ready to face the dark side of these signals? Seventh sign, manipulation and comparisons. The psychological game. She starts making subtle comments about her husband, like "he doesn't understand me like you do," or "you do everything differently than him." These may sound like compliments, but they're actually jabs at her relationship and an invitation for you to take his place. Another common tactic is creating artificial crises. Suddenly she's fighting a lot with her husband and confiding in you, or saying she's confused about her marriage. The goal is to win your sympathy and cast you as her emotional savior, building a bond against him. Even worse are the direct comparisons. "You cook better than he does," or "my husband never takes me to places like you do." This isn't about praising you. It's about tearing down her relationship to justify a possible betrayal. Watch out. And then there's the jealousy play. She might mention other men to get a reaction from you. "A guy at work asked me out." Or say, "someone is hitting on her." All of it is a test to see if you care and if you'll play along. Eighth sign, gifts and special favors. When generosity becomes a weapon, she starts giving you personal gifts, a coffee, just because, a book that reminded me of you, or small treats that go beyond friendly gestures. Married women with romantic interest use gifts to create emotional debt and keep you thinking about them. These gestures are carefully crafted to seem innocent. Worse are the favors she wouldn't offer just anyone, giving you a ride home alone, offering intimate help, like fixing something at your place, or even buying something for your dog. All of this sets up private moments, no witnesses. And when you try to return the favor, she refuses, because the goal is to keep you in debt. Pay attention to the type of gift. If they're things her husband doesn't use, like your favorite brand of beer, or overly personal items, a shirt, a cologne, that's a red flag. Even the notes attach change tone from "thanks for the help" to "hope you like it, I thought of you." The most dangerous? When she starts spending money on you. Paying for dinners, event tickets, or even small trips are emotional investments. And if her husband doesn't know about these expenses, the intention becomes even more suspicious. But the ninth sign will leave you speechless. When she starts lying to her husband just to be around you, things have already crossed into criminal territory. Do you know how to tell when you're being used as an alibi? Ninth sign, lies and alibis, the dangerous game of excuses. She starts inventing work appointments, extra classes, or meetups with friends that never really happen, just to carve out time to be with you. It begins with small lies. I'm going to the gym, and evolves into more elaborate stories. I need to visit my sick mother, all designed to justify her absences and create secret opportunities. The clearest red flag, when she asks you to be part of the lie. Phrases like, if he asks, say we were at happy hour, or can you confirm we were in that meeting, are giant warning signs. If she's making you her accomplice, the game has already turned serious. Watch out for inconsistencies. She says she's going one place but posts photos somewhere else, or disappears for hours and comes back with a confusing story. Even worse, if she starts deleting messages or using secret apps, it's not guilt, it's premeditation. And there's the classic move, using her kids as an excuse. I need to take my son to the park. Want to come? That's the dirtiest kind of lie, turning children into a shield for flirting. If she does this, she clearly has no ethical boundaries. But the 10th sign is the point of no return. When she starts isolating you from her social circle, it's because she's afraid someone will find out. And what does she do when she realizes you might expose her secret? 10th sign, isolation and control, the emotional prison. She avoids introducing you to her close friends, especially the ones who also know her husband. There's always an excuse, they're boring, or let's just hang out, the two of us. The truth? She's scared someone will sense the attraction and ruin everything. Even worse is when she starts pulling you away from your circle. It begins with comments like, your friends don't appreciate you, or I love when it's just us. Her goal is to weaken your other bonds so you become emotionally dependent on her. It's a classic manipulation tactic. Notice if she changes the subject when you mention meeting new people, if she gets uncomfortable about your plans that don't include her, or tries to monopolize your free time. Why hang out with them when you can be with me? It's possessiveness disguised as affection, the most sinister move. When she starts controlling how you communicate, she'll ask you not to post photos with her, not to tag locations, or even avoid calls at certain times, all to keep the affair in the shadows. If it reaches this level, you're already caught in a web. How do you escape? Strengthen your other relationships and demand transparency. Say, my friends matter to me, and watch her reaction. Manipulators hate when you show independence. If you're seeing any of these 10 signs, run to the next video. I'm going to reveal the nuclear strategy to break free from a married woman's trap without destroying your life or career. This is so serious, it could mean the difference between freedom and a lawsuit. So, did you recognize any of these 10 signs? If yes, you've got two choices. Keep pretending it's all harmless, or wake up to the dangerous reality you're living. Married women with interest don't play games. They risk everything. And when it all comes crashing down, guess who becomes the villain in the story? You. Before you go, I need to know, which of these signs have you experienced? Have you ever been involved with a married woman? Drop a comment below if you've lived through something like this or know someone who has. Your story could save another man from a trap with no way out. And if this content helped you, join the winning team. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell, because next week's video is going to be the most intense of the year. And share. Got a friend who always ends up in trouble? Send him this video now. Remember, knowledge without action is just an illusion. You've just received the most powerful weapon against manipulation. Now it's on you. That's it for today. But the conversation continues in the comments. See you in the next video, and watch out for the signs.